shotgun. He'll look to throw. Steps up, fires towards the end zone, and Nino bobbled it for a second. Some good coverage over there by Mason. Grady goes to his right, has the first down and more, slips one tackle.
And here's a long pass to the far side. He's gonna take it to the house. To the outside, now cuts it up, and he's into the end zone. APNvideo.com is on the air. And today from Maryville High School in Phoenix, Arizona, it's the 2026 Arizona Football League's state championships, powered by the husband and wife law team. Our third game of the day, the 15th ranked Copper Crew taking on the OC Elite. Back with the play-by-play with Eric in just a moment.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. Look, they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. 80, or I should say, close to 97 degrees out here on the west side of the valley. 59th Avenue north of I-10 here at Maryville High School. Temperature is expected to get to about 96. This ballpark, right, not the ballpark, but the school, Maryville, opened in 1963. This is our third ball game of the afternoon. It is 12 and under Division II. Copper Crew 5-3 against the OC Elite. They are 4-5. Copper Crew is out of Copper Canyon High School in Glendale. Again, they are 5-3. Head coach LaShawn Rhodes, assistants, offensive coordinator Walter Peoples Jr., Eddie Orduno, the defensive coordinator, Clark Smith Sr., Luis Mendina, Charlie Johnson, Donovan Polk, and Patrick Ontiveros, the assistant coaches for Copper Crew, which they very much look like the University of Texas. They are that copper color as we've got our national anthem. So our national anthem here from Maryvale High School out on the west side of Phoenix. 96 degrees, our third ball game of the afternoon, 12 and under. Again, the OC Elite, they are 4-5, a feeder school for O'Connor High School up in Phoenix. The head coach is Tad Miller, assisted by Shane Bott. Thomas Puckta is one of the assistant coaches. Dana Puckta, one of the team moms, she gave us the roster, I believe, and Eric Zulke, also one of the assistant coaches for the OC Elite. They're 4-5. Mentioned Copper Crew, they are out of Glendale. Copper Canyon High School, they are 5-3. The head coach is LaShawn Rhodes. So about set here for the coin toss at midfield. Mentioned that the looking a lot like the University of Texas in that copper and black are the Copper Crew, undoubtedly, and OC Elite in the kind of looking like the old Baltimore Colts or the Indianapolis Colts with the white. The captains meeting at midfield for Copper Crew, Bobby Rodriguez on the left, 56. Benjamin Gonzalez, 56. 10 is Bradley Williams. And here on the near side, 55 is Albert White. Try to get those captains on the far side for the OC Elite. They are quarterbacked by Dominic Zettler. He'll be wearing number 25. Jack Reed, a guy that does it all for the OC Elite, will be wearing number 18. Kai Harris does a lot on offense and defense, but keep an eye on number 18, Jack Reed, for the OC Elite. Main running back, returns kicks, great on defense, does it all for the OC Elite. So waiting for the coin toss at midfield. I'd imagine Jack Reed, one of the captains out there on the field for the OC Elite, wearing number 18. Many years as I've been doing it, sometimes it's hard to, I guess it appears that the Copper Crew won the toss, they deferred, so the OC Elite will be getting the ball first. Captains also for the OC Elite, TJ Puckta Jr. Jack Reed, 54 is Hutton Williams. So the OC Elite will get the ball first. Been bragging up Jack Reed. He's one of the return men, as well as Kai Harris. They'll be quarterbacked by Dominic Zettler. Wide receivers, 28, Prado. Tyson Russell, number 5. Brock Weiss, number 2. And Ben Miller, number 4. Number 3, Brady Woodworth, also one of the wide receivers for the OC Elite. We'll see who comes out and does everything for the Copper Crew. Looking a lot like the University of Texas. Copper Crew out of Glendale, and the OC Elite stands for O'Connor out of Phoenix, Arizona. O'Connor High School located up off I-17 north of the 101, out to the west up there. Now we've got our coaches meeting at midfield, recapping the prior games today. 10:30 was 7 under the East Valley Warhawks, winning 27-0 over the Barbarian Hurricanes. The 12 and under Division III, the East Arizona Wildcats winning 30-19 in a good ball game over the Arizona Arrows. And now at 3:30 here, Copper Crew in the 12 and under Division II against the OC Elite. Times we've had a little bit of a breeze, temperature around 96 degrees out here at Maryvale High School. We've gone over the coaching staffs for both squads, but good opportunity for both these teams, all of them. I mean, you don't get to be in a championship every day, so you get as many pictures as you can get, whatnot. We're sponsored by the Husband and Wife Law Team for wrongful death, personal injury. Go to the husbandandwifelawteam.com. It's Mark and Alexis Breyer. See all the ads, billboards all over town on TV. And Shields Sporting Goods, one of the biggest national chains. Shields, S-C-H-E-E-L-S. Sporting Goods, one of the biggest chains in the country. They're outside the Chandler Mall down in the East Valley. So the coaches still meeting at midfield here for the 12 and under Division II championship. We're running about 25 minutes behind. It is 3:55, I guess, Pacific time. 3:30 was our game time. Copper Crew is 5-3. The OC Elite 4-5. Had a very good ball game, the 1 p.m. ball game. It was tight back and forth for a long time, but then the Eastern Arizona Wildcats pulling away to win that Division III championship in 12 and under, 30-19 over the AZ Arrows. And that 7 and under matchup, the first game, East Valley Warhawks ran away with a 27-0 over the Barbarian Hurricanes, formerly known as the AZ Jack Boys. Maryvale High School has had their share of stars out of here in the NFL. Darren Woodson, Philippi Sparks. School opened in 1963. You can see a little bit of a breeze blowing out there on the, if you take a look at the goalpost, there's a little bit of a breeze blowing from the near side to the far side. But on the field, you can see the pant legs of the coaches. There's definitely a breeze down on the field. So that might come into play a little bit as it also gets warmer down on this, I guess you call it field turf. Back in the old days, it was AstroTurf, which was basically, if you think back about AstroTurf, I believe it was named after the Astrodome, probably down in Houston. They first had AstroTurf, and back in the 60s and early 70s, that was basically cement with carpet laid on top of it. This much better, and in Arizona, they put in the field turf because you don't have to water everything down so much. If you've got the grass, it'll burn. Reed back deep. Jack Reed does it all for the OC Elite. He's back deep to return here on the near side. Kai Harris on the far side. It'll be Bobby Rodriguez also doing the quarterbacking. Set to kick off for Copper Crew as they won the toss, deferred to the second half. Copper Crew in the copper uniforms, of course, and looking a little bit like Brigham Young, I guess, in the blue and white as the OC Elite. 4 10-minute quarters. Bobby Rodriguez to kick off for Copper Crew. And we're underway. A very good boot over the head of Kai Harris, and it rolls into the end zone. So Bobby Rodriguez, a dual threat at kicker and quarterback. It'll be first down and 10, OC Elite from their own 20-yard line. Again, the quarterback wearing number 25, Dominic Zettler for OC Elite. Jack Reed does everything, running back, defense, return man number 18, Kai Harris number 1. Wide receivers 28, Prado, Russell 5, Weiss 2, Miller 4, and Woodworth number 3. A 10-step drop for approach on the kick. First down and 10 for OC Elite from their own 20-yard line. Zettler goes out of the shotgun, 4 receivers. Ball rests at their own 20-yard line. Man goes in motion is Harris. They hand off to Reed over the left side, taking on defenders, and he picks up about 7. Combining on the stop over there, we had Isaiah Parker making the initial hit. A Amongst others over there, we had 56, Gonzalez. Another one of the uniforms that was bunched up, couldn't quite see the numbers. Gain of 8, 2nd down and 2 for OC Elite from their own 28-yard line. Zettler goes out of the shotgun. Ben comes in motion towards the near side. It was Miller. Movement on that defensive line, and jumping just a little bit was White. Albert White jumping a little bit inside. Malanis 00, also a main tackler. It'll be an automatic first down offside against the Copper Crew Ball Club. First down and 10, OC Elite from their own 33-yard line. 4 10-minute quarters. Zettler will go out of the shotgun. 4 receivers. Miller goes in motion. Reed, the running back. Movement again. Check that. They hand off. Well, it is Reed going left and stays on his feet and finally dragged out of bounds on the far side. Getting the first hand on him was Joshua Guevara. Again, Jack Reed, number 18 for the OC Elite, does it all. He picked up 5 that time. It's 2nd down and 5. OC Elite from their own 33-yard line. 8 minutes and ticking in the opening quarter. No score. Copper Crew won the toss. They defer to the second half, so OC Elite will get the ball first here. 2nd and 5. OC Elite from their own 37-yard line. Zettler out of the shotgun. The handoff to Reed again behind left guard. Breaks the tackle. Stays on his feet. Breaks 2 tackles. Has the first down and more and out close to midfield depending on where they spot him. It'll be a gain of about 10 for Reed around the left side out to the 47-yard line. He broke 2 tackles. Bobby Rodriguez, who did a good job kicking off and at quarterback, checks in at defensive back. Checking out Guevara. So a nice little start for the OC Elite. Feeder school for O'Connor High School up in North Phoenix. 1st and 10. OC Elite from their own 47-yard line. Zettler out of the shotgun. 4 receivers. Reed behind him in the backfield. High snap. Handoff to Reed again going right. Being chased. Tries to get to the outside. And he is ridden down. Calvin Solo chased him down from behind here on the near side. A loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12. OC Elite from their own 45-yard line. Tad Miller, the head coach for the OC Elite. LaShawn Rhodes for Copper Crew. It's the Division II 12 and under championship for 2026. 2nd down and 12. OC Elite from their own 45-yard line. This time Zettler goes under center. 4 receivers. They hand off going left as Harris cuts it back inside. Now bounces to the outside. Close to the first down marker, and it looked like he took a knee but stayed on his feet. Now Harris breaks free into the middle of the field, and they said he was not down back over there. He's down to the 29-yard line. 24-yard pickup by Harris. It appeared that he kind of went out and almost went down on his knee where the first down marker was, but he was not. He'll be spotted down at the 28 of Copper Crew. Kai Harris, a good piece of running on that end around to the left side. He kind of fooled Copper Crew. This drive is 4.5 minutes long. Opening drive of the ball game started back at the 20-yard line for OC Elite. 1st down and 10. 28-yard line of Copper Crew. Zettler out of the shotgun. Handoff to Reed again inside, going left, and he's taken down by White. White with the tackle, and also Malanis coming up from the middle linebacker position. He's also the running back. A loss of a yard on the play. Be 2nd down and 11. OC Elite at the 29 of Copper Crew. It's been a very nice drive here. There's been no passing so far, and 5 minutes and 15 seconds have been taken off the clock so far by OC Elite. Second down and 11. OC Elite at the 29-yard line of Copper Crew. Handoff, Harris going right this time, trying to get to the outside. A penalty marker comes in and it's hit and dropped. Tommy Cordova, Damani Dove, the initial hits. Penalty marker here on the near side, and my guess is that would go against OC Elite. But let's check it out. Well, holding against OC Elite, that'll be declined. It'll bring up third down and 11. OC Elite at the 29-yard line of Copper Crew. 4:20 and ticking in the opening quarter. No score. This is the opening drive of the ball game. A nice, well-oiled drive by OC Elite. OC stands for O'Connor High School. They're a feeder school up North Phoenix, north of 101 and off of I-17. Third and 11. Zettler out of the shotgun. 4 receivers, Reed behind him. Miller goes in motion. Zettler fakes it, rolls to his left. Looks to throw. Throws on the run. Penalty marker comes in. He may have been over the line of scrimmage when he threw that ball. It's intended down there for Brock Weiss, but ineligible man downfield. He took a lot of time. He was close to throwing out over the line of scrimmage, but that penalty declined. It'll be fourth down and 11 for OC Elite at the 29-yard line of Copper Crew. Zettler throw a nice ball. That was uncatchable out of bounds. Well, now they spotted the 29, should be the 28. Now they've got, or it should be the 29. They've got it spotted right now. Referees, they're out there in that hot sun a long time. They do a good job. Fourth down and 11 for OC Elite at the 29-yard line of Copper Crew. 3:40 remaining in the opening quarter. No score. Zettler out of the shotgun. They'll look to throw again. Heaves it deep down the left side. Had a man, and it goes incomplete. Intended over there for Ben Miller. Coverage on the play by Xavier Kennedy. So on downs, Copper Crew will take over first down and 10 from their own 29-yard line. So 6 minutes and 28 seconds off the clock for OC Elite, and they come up empty. Bobby Rodriguez, number 1, the quarterback. Martin Milanes, 00, the running back. Wide receivers, 10 Williams, 16 Kennedy, 2 Medina. Martinez, the tight end, 87. First and 10, Copper Crew from their own 29-yard line. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. He fakes it, going to take it himself straight ahead, and he's ridden down there by Alex Morosky. A loss of 2 on the play, second down and 12. On defense for the OC Elite, keep an eye on 18 Reed, 31 Pukta, Hutton Williams 54, 14 Cooper Shope, Atlas Peacock 52. Couple of guys just to keep an eye on. Timeout is called by the Copper Crew, their first of the first half. 3 minutes exactly remaining in the opening quarter. The OC Elite had the ball over 6 minutes, came away empty, and now Copper Crew second down and 12 from their own 27-yard line. Remember, when you're down in Chandler near the mall, go to Shields Sporting Goods. They offer family fun attractions, including a 45-foot Ferris wheel, a 16,000-gallon saltwater aquarium, 35-foot wildlife mountain, an interactive arcade, miniature bowling, shooting gallery, and you can also treat yourself at Fuzzy Wig's Candy Store and Gina's Cafe. Jeff has been at Gina's Cafe and really enjoyed it. And also the husband and wife law team. Mark and Alexis Breyer. Go to husbandanдлawteam.com. You'll see their billboards all over town and ads on TV. Very well established. Coach of the week was Coach Nino. He was with the AAF. Was that what team? It's his team that he kind of operates, or his whole league that he operates. I can't think off the top of my head right now, but congratulations to him. Yeah, I'm trying. It's the program that he's got that doesn't cost anything for the kids. He runs it, and it's a very good thing that he does. Martin Milanis came off, and checking in now is Joshua Guevara. He'll be at running back. Looked like a equipment issue for Milanis. 2nd down and 12. Copper Crew from their own 27-yard line. Guevara is the running back now for Milanis. 4 receivers. Rodriguez goes out of the shotgun, and we've got a false start on that right side of the offensive line. Somebody flinched. Right side of the offensive line. It'll be 2nd and 17. Copper Crew back at their own 22-yard line now. 3 minutes exactly remaining in the opening quarter. No score. OC Elite had the ball the first 6.5 minutes and were not able to score. Their drive, they came down and stalled out around the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 17. Copper Crew from their own 22-yard line. Milanis back in at running back, lines up to the right of Rodriguez, goes out of the shotgun. 4 receivers. He'll look to throw, has pressure. They swing it out to Milanis here on the near side. Broke 1 tackle, but couldn't get away from Ben Miller here on the near side at the 24-yard line, a gain of 2. Nice open field tackle by Miller. It'll be 3rd down and 15. Copper Crew from their own 24. So far, a defensive battle. We were talking about the anti-concussion helmets, or the protective mechanism for the players. Can't remember what Coach Slim called them, but several guys on Copper Crew have got the protective shield over the head. What did he use the term? 3rd and 15. Copper Crew from their own 24-yard line. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Has pressure, steps up. Down he goes. Cooper Shope as well as Hutton Williams combining on that tackle. They got him at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and 15. Copper Crew from their own 24-yard line. Rodriguez couldn't find anybody open. Punting situation for Copper Crew. Rodriguez with a very good leg. I'd imagine he'd be the one to punt it away. Kai Harris back deep. Rodriguez had that ball tipped and it goes out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. It'll be a punt of about 16 yards. The thing at this level is to get a long snapper, which isn't that easy to do, to get somebody to snap it far enough back that will allow the punter to have enough room to kick it away. In that fact, Rodriguez maybe was only back 7 or 8 yards at most versus the usual 15. So somebody got a fingertip on that, and fortunately for Copper Crew and Rodriguez, it actually did go about 16 yards. Minute 20 remaining in the opening quarter, no score, and the second possession for OC Elite. The first possession for OC Elite, they held the ball for over 6 minutes and came up empty. They got the opening kickoff, did OC Elite. 1st down and 10 for the Elite at the 40-yard line of Copper Crew. Miller goes in motion, Zettler out of the shotgun. Hand off to Reed going left. Cuts it into the secondary and close to the first down marker down at the 30-yard line. It was Kennedy coming up from the secondary position amongst others. A gain of 11 down to the 29-yard line. A minute and ticking here in the opening quarter. Jack Reed picking up 11 on that play. It'll be 1st and 10. OC Elite at the 29-yard line of Copper Crew. One, maybe two plays remaining in this opening quarter, 4 10-minute quarters. 1st and 10, OC Elite at the 29-yard line of Copper Crew. Harris in motion. Handoff to Reed again straight ahead. He's taken down right around the line of scrimmage. Parker as well as Milanis in on that stop after a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8, 15 seconds and ticking here in the opening quarter. That will end the first quarter, and it is scoreless between Copper Crew and OC Elite. McGunney will look to throw. Steps up, fires towards the end zone, and Nino bobbled it for a second. Some good coverage over there by Mason. To Grady, goes to his right, has the first down and more, slips one tackle.
And here's a long pass to the far side. He's gonna take it to the house. To the outside, now cuts it up, and he's into the end zone.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. Look, they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
No score as we start the second quarter. 2nd down and 8. OC Elite on a quarterback keeper. Zettler goes straight ahead, and he's ripped down on the play. Middle of the field that time. Grabbed and taken down by Benjamin Gonzalez. Number 56, Zettler on the quarterback keeper, gets it down to the 26-yard line. He picked up maybe a yard or two. It'll be 3rd down and about 7. OC Elite of the 26 of Copper Crew. Second drive for OC Elite. Their first one, they took about 6 minutes off the clock and came up empty. Very early stages of the second quarter with no score. 3rd down and 7. OC Elite of the 26-yard line of Copper Crew. Zettler out of the shotgun, 4 receivers. Reed lines up behind him in the backfield. Man goes in motion to the far side. Zettler fires over the middle. It is complete to Harris, and he's hit and dropped down about the 5-yard line. A collision down low for Copper Crew. Joshua Guevara, he may have taken the brunt of that one. No score, and OC Elite knocking on the door as Guevara comes off. OC Elite, first down and goal at the Copper Crew 6-yard line. Zettler out of the shotgun, the handoff to Reed. Inside, and Reed's into the end zone for a touchdown. Reed with a 6-yard run for OC Elite. They lead it 6-0. 8:34 remaining in the first half. And we'll see if OC Elite, well, they will try the 2-point extra point kick with Kai Harris. An extra point kick counts for 2, and if they run it in, it goes for 1. Puck to the hold. Kai Harris to try the 2-point extra point kick. Snap place, kick is beautiful. It's good. 8-0 in favor of the OC Elite. 8:34 remaining in the half, so on their second possession, OC Elite, they get a 6-yard touchdown run from Reed. They lead this ball game early on, the Division II 12-and-under championship. .96 degrees out here on the west side of Phoenix, 59th Avenue north of I-10 in Maryville. Maryville High School opened in 1963. Kennedy is back deep on the far side. Kai Harris will kick off. Harris to kick off for the OC Elite. Driving kick. It goes out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. The other return man was Damani Dove. It was a very good kick. It just took an unfortunate bounce and went out of bounds around the 5-yard line. Both teams with very good kickers. If you watch the NFL, which most football fans do, that in college, you never know where they're going to end up. You know, the rules have changed about every year when it comes to kickoffs. You don't know where they're going to spot it. This is spotted at the 35-yard line. Trying to keep track of the kickoff rules, and even college, you know, they change it a lot of times. What the penalties are. I think they're even changing again this year because there was something that the kickoff teams were doing late in the ball games, kicking out of bounds. It was an unfair advantage to the kicking team. So I think they were making another change. 8-0 in favor of OC Elite. 8:34 remaining in the first half. First down and 10. Copper Crew from their own 35-yard line after that kick went out of bounds. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Play fake, has pressure, a penalty comes in. Rodriguez scrambles to his left, and he's going to be taken down. Initial hit, Brody Verlinde. It's going to be holding against the Copper Crew. I'll just call him Brody. I'm not sure if that's a silent E at the end or didn't get a chance to get those pronunciations, but it was Brody Verlinde getting the tackle, but see if it's a 5-yard loss. So I think that penalty against Copper Crew will be declined. Second down and 15, Copper Crew from their own 30-yard line. Milanis is the running back to the right of Rodriguez, goes out of the shotgun on second down and 15. Play fake, Rodriguez looks to throw, has pressure again, steps up. Down he goes again, the ball pops loose. I think it was recovered again by the Copper Crew, but they lost another 5 yards. Brody again in on that one. Also Alex Murawski. Atlas Peacock, 52, doing a good job on that line. Cooper Shope, the right defensive end. Jack Reed, one of the linebackers. It was officially a loss of 3. 3rd down and 18 for Copper Crew back at their own 27-yard line. Passing situation. Bobby Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Throws over the middle. It is intercepted at the 34-yard line. Are they going to say that he was down? It appeared Ben Miller was there, but I think they're going to say he trapped it. It'll be 4th down and 18 for Copper Crew back at their own 27-yard line. 6:56 remaining in the half. 8-0 in favor of OC. Rodriguez will try to punt it away, but he's going to take off on 4th down and 10. He's not going to get anywhere. Taken down at the 28-yard line. The issue is if you try to get that punt away, it might get blocked and run back for a touchdown. So Cooper Shope on the tackle there. So I guess maybe the better of two things is to try to run the ball. But when you can only go back maybe 7 or 8 yards to punt it away, you might get it blocked and run back for a touchdown. 1st down and 10, OC Elite at the 27-yard line at Copper Crew. Zettler will go out of the shotgun. They hand off to Reed, bouncing at left, breaks a tackle. Reed to the outside. Takes on a defender, stays on his feet, and steps out of bounds around the 11-yard line, taken down by Xavier Kennedy. About a 16-yard gain around the left side for Jack Reed. 1st down and 10 for OC Elite at the 11-yard line of Copper Crew. Not sure if Copper Crew is all set that much. Jack Reed races inside and taken down around the 6-yard line. Tommy Cordova as well as Martin Milanis in on the tackle that time as Reed ran it up the middle and made it down close to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 5, I guess, for OC Elite. They can get down to the 2, get a 1st down without scoring. 6 minutes and ticking here in the first half. It is 8-0 in favor of OC Elite. 6-yard touchdown run by Reed. 2nd down and 6. Zettler out of the shotgun. They fake it to Reed. Zettler rolling right. Being chased by Milanis. And finally stepping out of bounds and shoved out by Copper Crew and Joshua Guevara. Martin Milanis was giving good chase on Zettler. There was nobody open, I guess, and they'll spot the ball at the 5-yard line. He picked up about 2. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for OC Elite at the 5 of Copper Crew. OC Elite has all 3 timeouts remaining. Solo checks in, checking out Benjamin Gonzalez for Copper Crew. 3rd down and 3. OC Elite at the 5-yard line of Copper Crew. Man goes in motion as Miller. Out of the shotgun is Zettler. They hand off to Reed going left. Cuts it inside, dragged a couple of defenders down to the 2-yard line. The first hit initially made by Tommy Cordova. Cordova with an assist from Bobby Rodriguez, the quarterback, and depends on where they spot it. He was close to the 1st down marker. It's showing on the far sideline. 4th down and inches. Miguel Mendiola checks in for Copper Crew. Now, they did not give him the 1st down. It'll be 4th down and inches for OC Elite at the 2-yard line at Copper Crew. Reed the running back, 4 receivers. Zettler out of the shotgun. Miller in motion, 4th down and inches. Handoff to Reed. Goes to his left, gets to the outside. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. The second touchdown of the afternoon for Jack Reed. And it's 14-0 OC. The OC Elite. 4:41 remaining in the first half. Jack Reed, quite a ball player. Special teams, offense, defense. Kai Harris will try the extra point for 2 points. Puck to the hold. He made the last one. And that one is blocked at the line of scrimmage. I believe Jaden Reyes, one of the interior linemen, maybe got a finger on that one. And the score remains 14-0 in favor of OC Elite. 4:41 remaining in the first half. Copper Crew will get the ball to start the second half as they defer to the second half. Pair of touchdown runs by Jack Reed, 6 and 2 yards. So Kai Harris, who has a good leg, all set to kick off. Dove here on the near side, Kennedy on the far side to return the kick. The last one went out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Kai Harris with a strong leg. Harris to kick off for OC Elite, and that a knuckleball. That's going to roll inside the 5, scooped up at the 1-yard line by Kennedy. Kennedy races to his left, cuts it up, and taken down low by Brock Weiss. Going to spot that ball right around the 16-yard line, a 15-yard return by Kennedy after another good kickoff by Kai Harris. OC Elite leading by a score of 14-0, 4:33 remaining in the half. Bobby Rodriguez brings in the play for Copper Crew. So far, the OC Elite have really pretty much dominated the ball game. Their initial drive, they didn't score, but they took it the length of the field, and then drive stalled after 6 minutes. Copper Crew will get the ball to start the second half. They trail at 14-0, 4:33 remaining in the first half. Rodriguez out of the shotgun on first down and 10. They have a direct snap this time to Kevin Martinez, and he's going to be hit and drop for a loss. OC Elite, Cooper Shope leading that one. Also Alex Murawski in there, and a timeout is called. I believe it was Copper Crew. Copper Crew's second timeout of the first half. The OC Elite have all 3 of theirs remaining. 14-0 in favor of OC Elite, 4:16 remaining in the first half. The prior ball games today at 10:30 was 7 under East Valley Warhawks, winning 27-0 over the Barbarian Hurricanes, formerly known as the AZ Jack Boys. 1 p.m. it was 12 and under Division III. Wildcats out of Eastern Arizona beating the AZ Arrows 30-19. And here the Division II 12 and under Copper Crew trailing 14-0 to OC Elite. Copper Crew out of Glendale, Copper Canyon High School. OC Elite O'Connor. A loss of 5 on the play. It's second down and 15. Copper Crew back at their own 11-yard line. OC Elite have shown some very good defense so far. Bobby Rodriguez, the quarterback for Copper Crew. Milanis, the running back, on second down and 15. Ball resting at the 11-yard line at Copper Crew. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Three receivers. They hand off to Milanis going right. He has stood up and not going to get anything. He might actually lose a yard or two. Up from the bottom of that pile was Atlas Peacock with an assist from some of his friends. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play as the ball resting at the 10-yard line of Copper Crew. And OC Elite's defense has just simply pushed them back. It'll be 3rd down and 16 for Copper Crew from their own 10-yard line. They need to get out to their own 26 for a first down. 3:36 and ticking here in the first half, 14-0 in favor of OC Elite on a pair of touchdown runs by Jack Reed. Copper Crew, 3rd down and 16 from their own 10. Rodriguez looks to throw, has pressure, in trouble, and down he goes. Initial hit made by Cooper Shope, but credit that whole interior line. Shope getting in there first. Alex Morosky. That defense of OC Elite just simply pushing the Copper Crew back, now back to their 8-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 20. And Rodriguez will come in to punt it away on 4th down and 20. The thing is, for a punter, now he's only going to be standing 7 or 8 yards back. It's hard to get somebody that can snap it back that far, so just getting the punt underway. And he does an end-over-end kick that goes out of bounds on the far side around the 26-yard line, an 18-yard punt. If you can learn how to long snap, you can get a long career in the NFL, even if you're not the biggest guy in the world. I believe it's Hayden or Hogan Hatton, a former ball player from Pinnacle High School who played with Spencer Rattler up there. They were twins, the Hatton twins, and one is now the long snapper for the Detroit Lions. He never did it before, really, and then he learned the craft, and now he's in the NFL. He's a long snapper. First down and 10, OC Elite at the 25-yard line of Copper Crew. 14-0 in favor of OC Elite. Hand off to Reed going left. He has 2 touchdowns, gets to the outside. Dragged down around the 13-yard line that time. Copper Crew's Xavier Kennedy. He's not a big guy, but he is feisty. Xavier Kennedy as well as Sharif Tutt. Tutt is 18, 16 is Kennedy. Both guys not big, but they make the hits. Jack Reed probably closing in the 100 yards. Minute 50 and ticking in the first half, 14-0. OC Elite, first down and 10 for the Elite at the 12-yard line of Copper Crew. We've got movement on the line. I would guess it'd be a legal motion against OC Elite. Just a guess. Well, it's going to be offside against Copper Crew as they made contact first. They'll spot the ball down between the 7 and 8 yard line. We'll call it 1st and 5. OC Elite inside the 10 of Copper Crew. 4 receivers. Zettler out of the shotgun. Reed lines up behind him in the backfield. They hand off to Reed going left. Cuts it inside, and he's into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. 7-yard run by Reed. He's got 3 touchdowns on the afternoon. It's now 20-0. OC Elite. Minute 20 remaining in the half. So Kai Harris, who had his last extra point blocked, he's 1 for 2 in extra points, will come in to try the extra point. Puckta will hold for Kai Harris. You can see a little bit of a breeze. He's going into a breeze. And offside around that left side for Copper Crew is Joshua Guevara trying to get a head start. They'll move it up about a yard. Kai Harris for a 2-point kick conversion. A long count, a high snap, gathered in by Puckton. He's going to be taken down, and that'll be turned away as he's taken down by Jaden Reyes. So a high snap. Kicking is not the issue, it's more the snap, getting that in position. So the score remains 20-0 in favor of OC Elite. Minute 20 remaining in the half. Copper Crew gets the ball to start the second half. 3 touchdown runs by Jack Reed for OC Elite. 6, 2, and 7 yards. Copper Crew will get the ball to start the second half. Copper Crew with 1 timeout remaining. OC Elite has all 3 of theirs. Kennedy on the far side, Dove here on the near side to return the kick of Kai Harris, who's booted the last couple inside the 5-yard line. On a roll. Nevertheless, they've been good kicks. So OC Elite has really dominated the ball game so far. In fact, they took the opening kickoff, went down, took 6 minutes off the clock, and the drive stalled down around the 20-yard line. They came away empty. Harris with a wobbly kick to the near side from the 20-yard line. In fact, this is Rodriguez here on the near side, and he races ahead to the 41-yard line. Bobby Rodriguez checked in. 40-yard return, but a penalty marker here on the near side. So Rodriguez coming in for Dove and returned it 40 yards, but it's coming back, blocking the back. Bobby Rodriguez, an electric performer for Copper Crew, the quarterback. Kickoff man and defensive back. So a 40-yard return by Rodriguez is brought back. An unfortunate break for Copper Crew. Gave him a little bit of excitement, a 40-yard return by Rodriguez, but it's coming back for naught. Ball be spotted at the 21 of Copper Crew. Minute 13 remaining in the half, 20-0. OC Elite 1st and 10, Copper Crew from their own 21-yard line. Milanis, the running back to the right of Bobby Rodriguez. 1st down and 10. Kennedy goes in motion. Play fake, toss over the middle. It's complete to Martinez. Has a 1st down and more, and he breaks free over midfield down on the near side. Taken down at the 40-yard line that time by number 9 of OC Elite. Check and see who that is. So I got to check and see who 9 is for OC Elite. 38-yard pickup. Looks like Laguerre, number 9. Martinez with a big gain, 38 yards. 1st down and 10. Copper Crew at the 41-yard line of OC Elite. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Kennedy goes in motion. Handoff, or fake the handoff, going right. Rodriguez looks to throw, steps up, spins off one tackler, and taken down from behind that time by Alex Morosky. Also Atlas Peacock in there. And that is coming back due to a penalty. So number 9 for OC Elite, I believe Laguerre, Legere, not on the original roster. 46 seconds remaining in the half, and Copper Crew trying to get on the board here in the first half. They trail it 20-0 on 3 touchdowns by Jack Reed of the OC Elite. 6, 2, and 7-yard touchdown runs. I believe the penalty was declined. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Copper Crew at the 36-yard line of OC Elite. Empty backfield on 2nd down and 6. Rodriguez out of the shotgun, 5 receivers. Pump fake being chased, takes off going left, gets to the outside, and finally written down around the 26-yard line from behind that time by Atlas Peacock. Gain of 9 around the left side on the quarterback keeper by Bobby Rodriguez. Copper Crew trying to score before the end of the first half. 25 seconds remaining. They trail it 20-0. And a quick spike of the ball by Bobby Rodriguez on 1st down and 10. Stops the clock with 20.7 seconds remaining in the half. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Copper Crew with just 1 timeout remaining. OC Elite has all 3. So Rodriguez wisely spiked that ball. Copper Crew gets the ball to start the second half, but they'd certainly like to get a score before here in the first half. They trail it 20-0. 20 seconds remaining here in the first half, and Copper Crew with just 1 timeout remaining. 2nd down and 10. Copper Crew at the 27-yard line of OC Elite. 3 receivers out of the shotgun. Rodriguez will look to throw. Has pressure, slipped off one man, races to his left and dragged down at the 20-yard line, that time by Ben Miller. Gain of 6. Four seconds and ticking. And it appears that, well, Copper Crew had 1 timeout remaining. Going to put 1 second back on the clock. Copper Crew had a timeout remaining. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for Copper Crew at the 20-yard line of OC Elite with just 1 second remaining in this first half. OC Elite leading it by a score of 20-0, and Rodriguez out of the shotgun should take a shot to the end zone. Rodriguez races to his right. Being chased out of bounds, stays on his feet, cuts it back against the grain, throws into the middle of the field, and going to be stopped just shy of the goal line. It was complete to Milanis, and it was Brody Woodward, a couple other members of OC Elite, making that stop. Inches away from a score, Rodriguez nearly pulled one out of his hat here. He was nearly out of bounds on the near side and then threw it back into the middle, found Milanis, but he was taken down at the half-yard line. That ends the first half with some excitement. The OC Elite leading by a score of 20-0 behind 3 touchdown runs by Jack Reed. The Copper Crew will get the ball to start the second half. 10-minute halftime break now.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up, always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry here, the start of the second half. Winning the toss to begin with was Copper Crew, and they defer to the second half, so Copper Crew will get the ball to start the second half. It is 20-0 in favor of OC Elite behind 3 touchdown runs by Jack Reed of 6, 2, and 7 yards. So the Copper Crew have to do some makeup here to start the second half. Bobby Rodriguez, who returned a kickoff towards the end of the first half, 40 yards, it was called back. He lines up on the far side. Kennedy here on the near side to return the kick of Kai Harris for OC Elite, and he can kick them deep. A little bit of a breeze at his back. Well, it's hard to tell which direction. It's more of a, well, he may be kicking into a little bit of a breeze. Kai Harris to kick off for OC Elite. They lead at 20-0. The ball fell off the tee, so there is a breeze on the field. I think he's kicking into a little bit of a breeze. It's blowing northeast. So Kai Harris will have a little bit of a breeze, be kicking into a little bit of a breeze. He's got a good leg. He's kicked a couple of them to the on a bounce down inside the 5 and the 1 yard line, but good leg for Kai Harris kicking off for OC Elite, and this one he pops high. From the 20-yard line, Rodriguez has a hole over the 35, the 40. Off to the races, Rodriguez down the near sideline. One man to beat and shoved that around the 15-yard line by Kai Harris, the kicker. 65-yard kick return by Bobby Rodriguez, who had a big one early on, but it was called back. That one 65 yards, and that should give a shot of adrenaline to Copper Crew. 1st and 10 at the 15 of OC Elite. It's just what the doctor ordered for Copper Crew, and Rodriguez will have to catch his breath as he is the quarterback for the team as he comes out. But yeah, they believe that the breeze, I believe it's a little bit at the back, if anything, at the back of Copper Crew. 1st down and 10, Copper Crew at the 15 of OC Elite. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Milanis to his right in the backfield with 4 receivers. Kennedy goes in motion. Fake it to Milanis, and a throw across the middle nearly picked off by OC Elite, and Hutton Williams got a hand on that. Had a lot of zip on it. He couldn't come down with it. It was really a heater over the middle, but Williams getting a hand on it. 2nd down and 10. Game 1, the 10:30 ball game. That seems like ages ago. It's a little bit after 5 o'clock here now Pacific time. It was 27-0, the East Valley Warhawks in a 7-under ball game over the Barbarian Hurricanes. 1 p.m. ball game, 12-under Division III. Wildcats of Eastern Arizona 30-19 over the AZ Arrows out of Peoria. 2nd down and 10, Copper Crew at the 15 of OC Elite. Martinez in motion. It'll look like a little movement in the backfield. Rodriguez throws on the run. It is complete. And did he get in? It was Josiah Medina making the catch. They're going to call him down about the half-yard line. It was close. 14-yard pickup by Medina. Thought he got in, but maybe the knee went down at the 1. Gain of 14, 1st down and goal for Copper Crew at the half-yard line. Rodriguez in the backfield. They stacked the backfield with several running backs. And a handoff and into the end zone. Martin Milanis gets the carry. Milanis in from 1 yard. And Copper Crew has cut the OC Elite's lead to 20-6. 8:57 remaining in this third quarter. Was all set up on that 65-yard kick returned by Bobby Rodriguez. And Copper Crew is going to try the extra point with Bobby Rodriguez, but they're kicking that from about the 8-yard line. They're not back very far. He kicks it low into the line. Rodriguez has a very good leg. Might have been something missing on that hold or snap. It gets confusing. Rodriguez has got a great leg, but that was kicked low and it's no good. 20-6. Score remains a 14-point lead for OC Elite. But Copper Crew back in it on the 65-yard kick return by Bobby Rodriguez and culminating in the 1-yard touchdown run by Martin Milanis. So if you were going to draw something up, you would like that long kick return to start the second half for Copper Crew, and they got it. Bobby Rodriguez will kick off. He's got a good leg for Copper Crew, and back deep, Jack Reed here on the near side, Kai Harris on the far side for OC Elite. 20-6, favor of OC Elite. 8:57 remaining in the third quarter. Rodriguez to kick off for Copper Crew. Very good leg, drills it high and deep, bounces at the 6-yard line and rolls into the end zone for a touchback. So Rodriguez, he is at a max 12 years old. Kicked that on a fly down to the 6-yard line, so that's a kid that got to keep an eye on at all levels for Copper Crew. Copper Canyon High School out in Glendale in the future. A very good leg. And a good athlete. OC Elite will take over after the touchback, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 20-6. OC Elite. They lead it by 14, 8:57 remaining in the third quarter. 1st and 10, OC Elite from their own 20-yard line. Harris goes in motion. They hand off to Reed going left. Goes straight ahead and picks up about 3 yards. Solo as well as Cordova in on that stop. Jamison Courage getting up a little bit slow. I believe, well, check that. It was Reed with a carry. Reed getting up a little bit slow. He picked up 3. He's been a workhorse both games we've seen him. On offense, defense, he picked up 3 there. 2nd down and 7 for OC Elite from their own 23-yard line. Reed, the running back, 4 receivers. Zettler goes under center. On the misdirection play, it's Harris to the outside, cuts it in. A penalty marker comes down. Has the 1st down and more, taken down by Milanis here, but this one probably coming back. Very nicely designed play, but that probably in the vicinity of a holding or a block in the back against OC Elite. That is coming back. So Copper Crew got just what they needed, a big kick return to start the second half by Rodriguez of 65 yards, and went into score and cutting the OC Elite lead to 20-6. We stand here 7:50 and ticking in the third quarter. After the holding penalty, it is 2nd down and 12. OC Elite now back at their own 18-yard line. Timeout is called by OC Elite. So an early timeout. OC Elite led it at halftime, 20-0. Behind 3 touchdown runs by Jack Reed, 6, 2, and 7 yards. And then Copper Crew getting the 1-yard touchdown run by Milanis in the third quarter after the 65-yard kick return by Bobby Rodriguez. Temperature right around 96 degrees out here in the West Valley. Maryvale High School and 59th Avenue north of I-10 in West Phoenix, opened in 1963. This is the 2026 Division II 12 and under championship, Copper Crew and OC Elite. Second down and 12, OC Elite from their own 18-yard line. They lead it by a score of 20-6, 7:36 remaining in the third quarter. 4 10-minute quarters. Zettler out of the shotgun. Reed lines up behind him, 3 receivers. Handoff to Reed inside. Grabbed and thrown down. Jacob Duran leading the charge. And also Malanis coming in. A gain of a yard. It'll be third down and 11. OC Elite from their own 19-yard line. So some bit of a momentum shift right now towards Copper Crew. And a big play here for Copper Crew, hoping that they can force OC Elite to punt this one away on third and 11. They need to get to their own 30 for a first down. 4 receivers. Zettler out of the shotgun. Reed lines up behind him in the backfield. On third down and 11. Harris goes in motion. Zettler throws over the middle, wide open. It's complete to Miller out to the 38-yard line, and he's got a first down. And a gain of 19. Huge third down conversion. 19-yard gain. Miller was wide open. What a nice play. Move the chains, first and 10. OC Elite from their own 39. They hand off to Reed with a big hole. Breaks into the secondary, stays on his feet, and picks up 14. Out over midfield to the 47-yard line of Copper Crew, taken down by Cordova and Malanis. And Reed is down, probably the most valuable player on OC Elite, grabbing that leg. We'll take a timeout. We don't like to see that. It'll be first down and 10. OC Elite at the 48 of Copper Crew, and 6:10 remaining in the third quarter. 20-6, OC Elite leading. So Jack Reed heads off the field, and checking in Hayden Eckert, number 30. He may take over at running back. It'll be first down and 10. OC Elite at the 48 of Copper Crew. 5:50 and ticking here in the third quarter. 20-6, OC Elite. Zettler goes out of the shotgun. 4 receivers set. A long count here on first and 10. Movement on that defensive line. It was Kai Harris in the backfield that time, and OC Elite called for a false start. It'll be first and 15. That happens sometimes on a long count. Spot the ball back at the 47-yard line. So Jack Reed on the sideline for OC Elite, their top player. He has 3 touchdowns this afternoon. OC Elite trying to run some time off the clock. They lead at 20-6, 5:15 remaining in the third quarter. First and 15, OC Elite from their own 47-yard line. Man in motion is Zettler, the quarterback. Now he's stopped. Ball pops loose, and it looks like Copper Crew has it. A fumbled exchange, and I believe they had somebody else there under center. It appeared that Zettler was in motion. So Martin Malanis recovered the fumble for Copper Crew, and to be honest, I think they had Zettler in motion and they had a different quarterback under center, and that's probably why there was the fumbled exchange. There was a couple of numbers that looked almost the same for OC Elite, but nevertheless, a fumbled exchange and the fumble recovered by Copper Crew. 1st and 10 at the OC Elite 48-yard line. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Milanis the running back. 3 receivers set. And now Rodriguez pump fakes. He may have been over the line of scrimmage. He tosses it to Bradley Williams, and he's gang tackled down around the 40-yard line after a 9-yard gain. 4:40 and ticking in the third quarter. 20-6 in favor of OC Elite, but the momentum has shifted to Copper Crew. They got the big kick return to start the second half by Bobby Rodriguez, and now recovering the fumbled exchange. And Jack Reed on the sideline for OC Elite. Well, or did he get back in? Jack Reed is back in the ball game at left linebacker. Top player on OC Elite. 2nd down and 2. Copper Crew at the 40-yard line of OC Elite. Rodriguez out of the shotgun, an empty backfield. He'll look to throw, steps up, hustles to his right, going to take off, has the 1st down and more, cuts it to the outside inside the 30 and races it out of bounds around the 25. A pickup of 17 yards by the elusive Bobby Rodriguez. A momentum shift in the ball game has turned to Copper Crew. 1st and 10 at the 24 of OC Elite. 3:45 and ticking here in the third quarter. 20-6 in favor of OC Elite. They scored all 20 in the first half. 1st and 10, Copper Crew at the 24-yard line of OC Elite. 5 receivers, empty backfield. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Pump fakes, in trouble, and he's going to be crushed shy of the 1st down marker. Sacked by OC Elite and Hutton Williams. It'll be a loss on the play of 3 back to the 27 of OC Elite. 3rd down, or I should say 2nd and 13. Plenty of time for Copper Crew to come back. They trail it 20-6, 3:10 remaining in the third quarter. 2nd and 13, Copper Crew at the 27-yard line of OC Elite. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. 5 receivers. Martinez in motion. Milanis. They fake it to Milanis, rolling to his left. Rodriguez directing traffic. Going to take it himself. The ball pops loose. And I believe for a moment it was recovered at the 16-yard line by OC Elite. And it will be their ball coming up from the bottom of that pile, that time recovering it for OC Elite was Jack Reed. Rodriguez may have been handling that ball a little bit too loosely. It was knocked loose. But a big turnover recovered by Jack Reed and OC Elite. Their own 17-yard line. So OC Elite, a big defensive stand, causing a turnover as Copper Crew turns it over. 2:40 remaining in the third quarter. 20-6 in favor of OC Elite. Miller goes in motion. Out of the shotgun is Zettler. Zettler hands off to Reed, going left, taking on a couple of defenders, and gang tackled around the 25-yard line, and leading it was Albert White. Duran was also in there. Jacob Duran, 66. Gain of 7 by Reed at 2nd down and 3. OC Elite from their own 24-yard line. They lead at 20-6, 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Miller comes in motion. Zettler out of the shotgun. Reed, the running back, the handoff to Reed. The big hole into the secondary, stays on his feet out to the 35-yard line. Tell you, Reed takes a lot of punishment. He keeps going. He has 3 touchdowns this afternoon. Gain of 11 on the play. So that momentum shift, that the momentum that Copper Crew had, is now kind of gone back and evened out, at least gone back to OC Elite a little bit. Minute 14 and ticking in the third quarter, 20-6, OC Elite. 1st and 10, the Elite from their own 35-yard line. Reed, the running back, Zettler out of the shotgun, 4 receivers. 1st and 10. Hand off to Reed again, going right, trying to get to the outside, picks up a block. Takes on a couple of defenders and was upended here on the near side. Coming up was Damani Dove. A gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. Reed just continues to, his battery never winds down. He just keeps going. Even when he was injured, had to come out of the ballgame temporarily. Probably be the last play of this third quarter. 20-6 in favor of OC Elite. 2nd down and 5 from their own 40-yard line. Miller comes in motion. Zettler out of the shotgun. Reed, the running back. Low snap. Reed picks it up, breaks a tackle, in trouble, but picking up 2 when in fact they probably weren't going to get anything. Taking down Benjamin Gonzalez. That's the end of the third quarter with the OC Elite leading 20-6.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. Look, they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Start the fourth quarter, OC Elite leading 20-6. The final 10 minutes of regulation. They got 3 touchdown runs by Jack Reed in the first half, 6, 2, and 7-yard runs. The lone score for Copper Crew, a 1-yard touchdown run by Malanas, set up on a 65-yard kickoff return by Bobby Rodriguez to start the second half. 3rd down and 3. OC Elite from their own 42-yard line. Zettler out of the shotgun, 4 receivers to his left, Reed in the backfield. They hand it off on the end around to Kai Harris. They string him out, and down he goes. Calvin Solo was the man that really strung him out, and eventually the official tackle made by Malanas. Well, you punt it away here. It was a loss of 3. It'll be 4th and 6. OC Elite back at their own 39-yard line. You risk a blocked kick. I believe OC Elite is going to call a timeout. Second timeout called by OC Elite. Well, the thing with punting it here in this situation, how much you can actually get. Last year we saw a kid that really, I can't remember who was playing. It was the game over at, I don't remember when it was a night game, but a guy punted out of the back of the end zone, if you remember, and really banged one about 50 yards, and it changed the whole complexion of the game. The average here, the punts usually maybe 17 to 20, 25 yards. But the thing here with as far as long snapping, if you're the punter, you only have 7 or 8 yards to punt it away. Kai Harris will punt it away, but he stands about 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Kennedy here on the near side to return the kick. 4th down and 6, OC Elite from their own 39-yard line. Kai Harris gets it away, a good end-over-end wobbly punt. Fielded at the 34-yard line by Kennedy, picks up some blocks, races to his left and gets out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 11-yard return. 27-yard punt. That really turned out pretty well for both sides, particularly Kai Harris and OC Elite. If you can get a guy that can snap a long snap 10 yards, that gives you a little bit more. If you're only back 7 or 8 yards, chances are you may get the punt blocked. But to find somebody that can, at this level, that could actually long snap at 10 yards, that's a plus. They'll spot that ball for Copper Crew just shy of their own 44-yard line. Officially an 11-yard return by Kennedy. 9:10 remaining in the 4th quarter. 20-6 in favor of OC Elite. Copper Crew 1st down and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Bobby Rodriguez, the versatile quarterback, with Malanis lined up to his right in the backfield. He scored the only touchdown for Copper Crew. 3 receivers. They hand off to on a delay. Rodriguez kept it, and he completed it to the far side to Kennedy, who was drilled. Check that. It was caught on the far side by Bradley Williams, 10. Not 16, but a big hit on the far side. I believe maybe Ben Miller came up. A couple of guys drilled Bradley Williams, and he was lucky to hold on to the ball. Maybe he didn't hold on to it. He did not hold on to it. They're going to spot it back at the 44. No catch. 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Copper Crew from their own 44-yard line. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Malanis to his left in the backfield, 3 receivers. They fake the delay, a quick toss here to the near side, a little bit too high for Martinez, who had a big catch, the tight end, early on for about 40 yards. So he's a weapon and a big guy, number 87 for Copper Crew. One thing, it's not too early for Copper Crew to sneak a peek at that clock. It's 8:48 remaining in the 4th quarter. 20-6 is our score. OC Elite leading. Copper Crew with all 3 timeouts remaining, but got to keep that down by 14. You got to keep that in the back of your mind, or keep an eye on the clock a little bit. 3rd down and 10, Copper Crew from their own 44-yard line. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Man comes in motion towards the near side. They swing it out a little bit too low. That was a forward pass intended for Xavier Kennedy. It goes incomplete. It'll be 4th and 10. If anything, it didn't take much time off the clock. Good job of Rodriguez with his fakes. Well, decision time for Copper Crew. I would guess they probably, I think you'd go for it here on 4th and 10 from your own 44, with 8:43 remaining in the 4th quarter, trailing 20-6. That's what they'll do. Rodriguez out of the shotgun, 4 receivers. They fake it. Rodriguez in trouble. The ball pops loose, and somehow, well, a penalty marker comes in. It might be an illegal forward pass. It was grabbed and it was caught by Jacob Duran, and that, I don't know what the exact penalty was, but it looks like legal touch. Yeah. Well, it'll be OC Elite ball, and some great pressure coming from OC Elite to really stifle Bobby Rodriguez trying to make that play. Breeze has really picked up. You can see the wind whistling the umbrellas on the far side and down below it. Looks like it's blowing out of the southwest, blowing towards the northeast. So it's blowing at a slant from the near side, kind of to the far side of the field. So in a sense, OC Elite will have a little bit at their back. First down and 10 at the 36 of Copper Crew. Miller goes in motion. Zettler out of the shotgun. Reed, the running back. Hand off to Reed again, going right. Grab down low and picked up a couple. Alanis again with the tackle. I'll tell you that Jack Reed is a workhorse. Not keeping track of stats, but he's had a lot of carries. He picked up 5 on that at 2nd down and 5. Ball resting at the 32 of Copper Crew, and OC Elite can really run some time. It's under 7:55 and ticking in the 4th quarter, 20-6. Favor of OC Elite, and if they can run some time off this clock and not turn it over, go down and get a score, they can put this away. 2nd and 5, OC Elite at the 32-yard line of Copper Crew. They fake it to Reed, rolling left. Zettler throws. It is complete to Kai Harris at the 10-yard line. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. 32 yards on the pass to Kai Harris from Zettler. It is now 26-6. Favor of OC Elite, 7:21 remaining in the 4th quarter, and that one may seal the deal. So Kai Harris, who scored the 32-yard touchdown on the pass play, will try the extra point. Kick is up, and he drills it through. A 2-point kick conversion by Kai Harris. He scored all 8 points there. It's now 28-6. OC Elite, 7:21 remaining in the 4th quarter, and things are looking pretty good for OC Elite. A change right there in or just the game changed in particular right there. That 4th down and 10 in which Copper Crew couldn't pick it up, and in fact they turned the ball over, and then for OC Elite to go down and get that score, it may be the ball game right there. Bobby Rodriguez back deep here on the near side. Kennedy on the far side to return it for Copper Crew. Kai Harris, who scored all 8 points there, the 39-yard pass reception, the 2-point kick conversion. He will now kick off with a little bit of a wind at his back. He's a good, both teams have got kickers with strong legs, and that ball fell off the tee, so there is a strong breeze down in the field. We got a very good crowd here. A lot of people out here for this 12 and under Division II championship. And OC Elite looking pretty good. So if the ball falls off the tee, you know there's a pretty good breeze out there. Most likely at the back of Kai Harris for OC Elite. That kick is a spiral angled on the far side, and it's off the hands of Kennedy. It's still in bounds. Now they're going to say it's out of bounds around the 18-yard line. A good position kick by Kai Harris. It was a strange motion on the ball. It was almost a spiral, but a great directional kick. Went out of bounds around the 18-yard line. It'll be after Kennedy touched it. Copper Crew will take over 1st down and 10. Yeah, you can see the trees and now the dust way over to the far side under the trees. It's blowing, and it's blowing due east almost now. At least that's the direction of, yeah, it's blowing due east. So it's a little bit windy out now. So really a crosswind, even a little bit of garbage, just a piece of paper flew onto the field, and it is blowing pretty much due east. Copper Crew 1st down and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Rodriguez out of the shotgun being pressured. steps up. He's going to be hit and dropped for a loss. OC Elite all over him on that play. There was Payson Howell up from the bottom of that pile with help from a couple of his friends. A loss of 4 on the play. It's 2nd down and 14. Copper Crew back at their own 14-yard line. 6:40 and ticking here in the 4th quarter. It's 28-6 OC Elite, and they're sitting pretty here. 2nd and 14. Copper Crew back at their own 14-yard line. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Malanis to his right in the backfield, 4 receivers. Play fake, Rodriguez rolls to his right, being chased. He's going to take off, cuts it up, slipped one tackle and taken down from behind around the 27-yard line. Laguerre as well as Hutton Williams on that stop. I believe it's Laguerre wearing number 9. He wasn't on our original roster. Legere, I believe. It's enough for a 1st down and a big gain for Bobby Rodriguez on the quarterback scramble. It'll be 1st and 10. Copper Crew from their own 28-yard line. The clock continues to tick. 5:40 and counting in the 4th quarter. 28-6. OC Elite sitting pretty here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, Copper Crew from their own 28-yard line. Rodriguez out of the shotgun, Malanis to his right in the backfield, 4 receivers. Rodriguez steps up, fires over the middle. It was nearly picked off. Nearly picked off in the middle of the field by TJ Puckta Jr. for OC Elite. It'll be 2nd and 10. And it stops the clock, but it's turned into a breezy afternoon. Temperatures right around 96. 2nd down and 10. Copper Crew from their own 28-yard line. They trail it 20-6. 5:16 remaining in the 4th quarter. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Play action. Steps up. Ball pops loose. It's going to be recovered by Copper Crew, or I should say recovered by OC Elite. Recovered by TJ Puckta Jr. There were several guys that hit Rodriguez, amongst them Alex Murawski. And things are looking bleak for Copper Crew. It'll be OC Elite ball, and they can run some time off this clock. 5:05 remaining essentially in the game, 28-6, OC Elite. First and 10, OC Elite at the 28-yard line of Copper Crew. Miller goes in motion, 4 receivers. Zettler out of the shotgun. Miller, the running back, or I should say Reed, the running back, gets a carry, gets it to the outside, and he's going to be double teamed over there. Going to be a loss of a yard. Jaden Reyes as well as Martin Malanis combining on that tackle. A loss of 2. It'll be 2nd and 12. You got to think that Jack Reed's got to get tired out there. His battery never stops. I believe that. He's been on returns, on defense, maybe 20 carries. He has 3 touchdowns. Hasn't been, it's been pretty much, he's had the majority. 2nd down and 12, OC Elite at the 30-yard line of Copper Crew. Miller in motion, Zettler out of the shotgun, Reed behind him in the backfield. Hand off to Reed again, straight ahead. Taking on a couple of defenders and thrown down there by Calvin Solo of Copper Crew. Solo's had a nice ball game today, and no gain on the play. Reed's got to be getting a little bit tired out there. Well, they're actually going to give him a yard or two. It'll be 3rd down and 10, back to the original line of scrimmage of the 28-yard line of Copper Crew. Clock ticking at 3:35 as its clock is being eaten away here in the 4th quarter. 3:30 and ticking, 28-6, OC Elite. They face a 3rd and 10 at the 28 of Copper Crew. Couple of costly turnovers by Copper Crew in the second half. They had a shot at coming back. 3rd down and 10, Kai Harris in motion. They hand off to Reed again inside and picks his way straight ahead, and Solo again grabs him from behind with an assist from a couple others. Duran coming up. Reed has had a big day. That time he picked up 2 down to the 26-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 8. Now under 3 minutes and ticking, 2:45 and counting in the 4th quarter. 28-6 OC Elite, and they've got it 4th down and 8. OC Elite taking all their allotted time as the ball rests at the 26 of Copper Crew. I guess the play clock, it's kept by the officials. I think they ran it all the way down and then called a timeout, did OC Elite, their 3rd and final timeout. 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining essentially in the game. It is 28-6 in favor of OC Elite. Jack Reed has been a workhorse for OC Elite. He scored 3 touchdowns in the first half. Runs of 6, 2, and 7 yards. It was 20-0 at halftime. Copper Crew had a shot at coming back to start the 3rd quarter. They trailed at 20-6 after a 65-yard opening kickoff return of the second half by Bobby Rodriguez. A 1-yard touchdown run by Malanis, but then OC Elite, after a fumble, they recovered. 32-yard touchdown pass, Zettler to Kai Harris. Fourth down and 8 for OC Elite at the 26-yard line of Copper Crew. 2:11 remaining in the 4th quarter, 28-6 OC Elite. Zettler out of the shotgun. Miller comes in motion. 4 receivers, Reed to his left in the backfield. Zettler rolls to his left. Little toss here to Reed, but he can't make the catch. And not happy with himself. And on downs, it'll go over to Copper Crew. And I believe Reed probably trying to run with that before he had it, but he's had a great afternoon. Clock stops with 2:04 remaining essentially in the game. 28-6 OC Elite. Copper Crew will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Looks like a lot of wholesale changes on offense for Copper Crew. Maybe they weren't ready to come back onto the field. It appeared that OC Elite would probably just run this time off the clock. Copper Crew 1st down and 10 from their own 26-yard line. 2 minutes left in the ball game. 2:11, 28-6. Handoff going right this time. Malanis races into the secondary. He may go all the way. It's a foot race, 1 man to beat. Malanis is going to go all the way for a touchdown. 74 yards for Martin Malanis. And OC Elite's lead has been cut to 28-12. Minute 47 remaining in the ball game. Somehow for Copper Crew, they would need 2 touchdowns, a pair of onside kicks, and a couple of kick conversions. They trail it by 16. Bobby Rodriguez will kick. Bradley Williams will hold. They're only snapping that ball about 6 yards from the spot of the ball. And that's why you get it blocked. I hate to say it. They weren't spotting that ball back at the 10. When you're only in the NFL, this is obviously not the NFL, but you need to be at least 7 yards back. And they were seemingly about 6. I know it doesn't sound like a big thing, but you need to have a little bit of distance there, and that extra point blocked. Well, a couple of onside kicks. Both kicks that Rodriguez attempted for the 2-point conversion kicks were blocked. Well, they can try a couple of onside kicks. If they get a couple of them, should make it interesting. If they can get 2 onside kicks, go down and score 2 touchdowns, and get the 2 extra point kicks. Essentially, if they'd made both of the extra points for 2 points each, it could be 28-16. But both extra points by Rodriguez were blocked. Reed is back deep to return this kick of Copper Cruz. Bobby Rodriguez, he's got a good leg. And that a boot here to the near side, and it is fielded, and holding onto it, Payson Howell. That was a big, the onside kick attempt. It was kicked a little bit hard. Yeah, you didn't get the bounce on that one. So OC Elite recovering it with Payson Howell doing a good job, and with 1:45 remaining essentially in the game, 28-12 in favor of OC Elite. They will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 46-yard line. So OC Elite can essentially run the clock out. Yeah, that onside kick attempt was just kicked a little bit too hard on a line, didn't get the bounce. Not the easiest thing to do that anyways, at any level. Believe that Jack Reed, I bet he's got over 20 carries, like you said. He's got 3 touchdowns, probably over 100 yards. 1st and 10, OC Elite from their own 46-yard line. Zettler out of the shotgun. Fake it to Reed, Zettler rolling right. He guns it deep down the right side of the field, and that tipped away. Jaden Reyes tipped that ball away. It was intended on the far side. And, it appeared to be Zettler, I believe, unless I'm losing my mind here, we're going to have to take a look at some of these numbers, because it appeared, well, Zettler is the quarterback. There are 2 number 25s. Zettler, the quarterback, and the 25 on the far side. It was intended for him. They hand off to Reed on 2nd down and 10. Solo again, another good tackle. Take a little bit closer look at the .25. It's actually Tyson Russell. He normally wears 5, but he is wearing 25 today. So you've got Tyson Russell, who is going deep. He's a wide receiver. Zettler, the quarterback, at 25. There was a loss of a yard in the play. 3rd down and 11. OC Elite from their own 45-yard line. 1:27 remaining in the 4th quarter. 28-12. OC Elite leading it. Timeout is called. So Tyson Russell, who normally wears number 5, is wearing 25. The same as the quarterback, Dominic Zettler. 5:50 is our time. This ball game started at 4 o'clock. It was a little bit behind. So we're right about the 2-hour mark, I should say. Third down and 11, OC Elite from their own 45-yard line. Zettler out of the shotgun, man goes in motion, Kai Harris. Handoff to Reed behind right guard and pounds his way out to the 48-yard line. Picked up by Benjamin Gonzalez. Guess another timeout called by Copper Crew. Minute 18 remaining in the ball game. 4th down and 8. OC Elite at the 48 of their own 48, I should say. OC Elite leading 28-12. I believe that OC Elite will only have one timeout remaining. No, I should say Copper Crew. Copper Crew, I believe, has one timeout remaining in their pocket. And if you're OC Elite, I don't think you want to take the risk at getting a punt blocked. We'll see what they do. They're 4th down and 8 for OC Elite from their own 48-yard line. Miller goes in motion. Zettler goes out of the shotgun. He's going to look to throw, rolling to his right. Has pressure, steps up, and he's going to simply just race out of bounds around midfield. And on downs, Copper Crew will take over with 1:07 remaining in the ball game. 28-12. OC Elite leading it. Now can Copper Crew score 16 points in 1:07 with one timeout remaining? It's a very tall task. It'll be 1st down and 10, Copper Crew from their own 49-yard line. Well, they would need a couple of big plays, and you'd need the 2-point kick conversions, which there's been 2 blocked already today, and of course the crucial onside kick. Copper Crew, I believe, down to their final timeout. They trail at 28-12. 1:07 remaining in the ball game, essentially. 1st and 10, Copper Crew from their own 49-yard line. Reyes races off the field. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. On a delay, they give it to Milanis. Breaks into the open, cuts to the near side, and Jack Reed picks him up and takes him down after a 13-yard pickup. If you're going to give the ball to somebody, Martin Milanis is a guy that you would give it to. He just scored, and Kennedy getting up a little bit slow. Milanis just scored on the 74-yard touchdown run a moment ago. And he's got very quick wheels, and he's got some strength, and that time he ran it for 13 yards. I believe it's the final timeout called by Copper Crew. 52 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. 28-12 in favor of OC Elite. But that was a good call. A little bit of a delay to Milanis, who you get him in the open, he can take it all the way, just like he did a moment ago on the 74-yard touchdown run. .5 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. 28-12, OC Elite leading. 1st down and 10, Copper Crew at the 38-yard line of OC Elite. 4 receivers set. Rodriguez out of the shotgun. Milanis to his left in the backfield. They reset the clock to 55 seconds. Here in the 4th quarter, 28-12, OC Elite. Yeah, if you can get it into the hands of Milanis, the running back for Copper Crew, he's got such good wheels that, well, they're working on the clock. It says 9:25. So they're trying to reset the clock to 55 seconds. That gives the teams a chance to catch a little breather. Right now they're having trouble resetting that clock. They're resetting it to 55 seconds. They're trying. Now it's at 55 seconds on the scoreboard. 55 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 28-12 OC Elite. 1st and 10 Copper Crew. Rodriguez has pressure and he is thrown down. The ball pops loose. They're going to say he's down. He was tackled by Alex Murawski. And they continue to keep the clock going. Alex Murawski with a big sack, a loss of 12. Back to midfield. It's 2nd down and 22. And they'll just continue to run this clock under 30 seconds. 2nd and 22 from midfield for Copper Crew. Rodriguez heaves it a mile down here into traffic. It's picked off at the 16-yard line by Kai Harris. Harris just takes a knee on the far side of the 40-yard line. Clock stops at 15 seconds. A return of 24 yards by Kai Harris, and good job just taking a knee on the far side. 15.8 seconds remaining in this one. And OC Elite simply can take a knee as they lead at 28-12. Jack Reed with 3 touchdowns in the ballgame, all in the first half. 6, 2, and 7 yards. 32-yard touchdown pass. Zettler to Kai Harris in the fourth quarter. Milanis, a 74-yard run for Copper Crew, and he had 2 touchdowns, in fact. Milanis, 74 and 1-yard touchdown run for Copper Crew. And OC Elite can simply take a knee and this ball game will be over. Jack Reed is back deep and Zettler takes a knee. And they'll allow that clock to run out. So OC Elite will win this ball game by a score of 28-12. They are the Division II 1200 champs for 2026. So congratulations to the OC Elite winning this last ball game in the 2026 champs.